From the bustling markets of Marrakech to the serene savannas of the Serengeti, Africa holds an array of cultures, landscapes, and experiences unlike any other. But beyond the postcard-perfect scenes lies a complex of challenges and triumphs, where each country paints its own image of economy, safety, quality of life, cost of living, and freedom. So, grab your passport and join us as we embark on an exploration of ranking all African countries from worst to best. Starting with number 54, South Sudan. With a GDP per capita of around $230, South Sudan faces significant economic challenges such as safety and security concerns, with the country facing ongoing conflict and a lack of access to healthcare, education, and basic services. 53, Burundi. With a GDP per capita of around $261, World Bank, 2023, Burundi is one of the poorest countries in the world. Also, Burundi has faced periods of political instability and scrutiny over its human rights record and political freedoms. 52, Central African Republic. With a GDP per capita of around $424, the country faces significant challenges in terms of economic development. Notably, the country has faced periods of instability and conflict. Besides, issues such as censorship and restrictions on freedom of expression are being reported. 51, Madagascar. With a GDP per capita of around $528, Madagascar faces economic challenges like poverty and environmental degradation, but has made significant progress in terms of political freedoms and human rights since the end of the authoritarian regime in 1991. 50, Comoros. With a GDP per capita of around $1,500, the country faces significant economic challenges such as limited infrastructure and vulnerability to natural disasters, which can hinder growth. The Comoros generally enjoy a reputation for being peaceful and safe, but like anywhere else, it's essential to stay vigilant, especially in urban areas. 49, Sierra Leone. With a GDP per capita of around $1,500, Sierra Leone faces economic challenges such as corruption and infrastructure deficits. Sierra Leone is on the rise. However, Sierra Leone has made remarkable strides in recent years, emerging from a dark period of civil war to become one of the safest countries in the West. 48, Sudan. With a GDP per capita of around $3,044, Sudan has a mixed economy, with agriculture, oil, and services playing significant roles. But it faces challenges like economic sanctions, political instability, armed conflict, and internal displacement. Besides, Sudan has faced challenges in terms of political freedoms and human rights. 47, Eritrea. Eritrea's GDP per capita stands at around $1,300, with agriculture, mining, and services driving economic activity. However, it faces challenges like limited natural resources and international sanctions, safety and security concerns, limited freedom of expression, and restrictions on civil liberties. 46, Malawi. Malawi's GDP per capita stands at around $370, with agriculture, manufacturing, and services as key pillars of the economy. But it faces challenges like climate change and limited infrastructure. But progress is being made in healthcare, education, and social well-being. 45, Niger. Niger's GDP per capita stands at around $530, with agriculture, mining, and energy as key drivers of economic activity. However, it faces challenges like climate change, limited infrastructure, and safety and security concerns in Niger, with the country facing challenges such as terrorism and organized crime. 44, Mozambique. Mozambique's GDP per capita stands at around $560, which makes it one of the poorest countries in Africa. Therefore, challenges like poverty and corruption, safety concerns, and security concerns. However, Mozambique has made progress in terms of political freedoms and human rights since the end of its civil war in 1992. 43, Democratic Republic of the Congo. The DRC boasts abundant natural resources, including copper, cobalt, and gold, making it one of the wealthiest countries in Africa in terms of mineral wealth. However, economic indicators such as GDP per capita remain low, at around $460, due to challenges such as corruption, instability, underdeveloped infrastructure, high levels of crime, political unrest, and armed conflict. 42. Chad. Chad's economy is primarily driven by oil production, with the oil sector accounting for a significant portion of its GDP. However, reliance on oil exports makes the economy vulnerable to fluctuations in global oil prices. Also, safety and security are significant concerns in Chad, with high levels of crime, political unrest, and armed conflict affecting both urban and rural areas. 41. Somalia. Somalia's economy is primarily driven by agriculture, livestock, and trade, with key industries including livestock farming, fishing, and telecommunications. However, the country faces significant challenges such as political instability, piracy, and terrorism, which have hindered economic growth and development. 40. Liberia. Liberia's economy has shown remarkable resilience and growth in recent years, fueled by sectors such as mining, agriculture, and services. However, challenges such as high unemployment rates, limited infrastructure, and dependency on commodity exports remain significant hurdles to sustainable economic development. Also, challenges such as petty theft, street violence, and occasional civil unrest still exist, particularly in urban areas. Liberia has made significant progress in terms of political freedoms and human rights since the end of its civil war in 2003. 39. Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso's economy is primarily driven by agriculture, mining, and services, with key industries including gold mining, cotton production, and telecommunications. However, the country still faces significant challenges, including poverty, unemployment, and dependency on agriculture. Also, safety and security are important considerations in Burkina Faso, with efforts to address crime, terrorism, and civil unrest. 38. The Gambia. From the vibrant colors of Banjul to the lush greenery of the countryside, the Gambia captivates visitors with its natural beauty and rich cultural heritage. The Gambia's economy is primarily driven by agriculture, tourism, and remittances. In addition, while the overall crime rate is relatively low compared to some neighboring countries, petty crime and occasional incidents of political unrest can occur. 37. Mali. From the bustling markets of Bamako to the ancient mosques of Timbuktu, Mali is a country steeped in history and tradition. Mali's economy is primarily driven by agriculture, mining, and trade. However, Mali has faced significant security challenges in recent years, particularly in the northern and central regions, due to armed conflict and terrorism. 36. Togo. Togo, nestled between Ghana and Benin, is a land of rich cultural heritage and natural beauty. Togo's economy is diverse, with key sectors including agriculture, mining, manufacturing, and services. However, like many African nations, Togo faces challenges such as limited infrastructure, high unemployment rates, and dependence on external aid. Despite these hurdles, Togo generally enjoys a reputation for being relatively safe compared to some of its neighbors. 35. Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau's economy, though small, is diverse, with key sectors including agriculture, fishing, and cashew nut production. However, like many African nations, it faces challenges such as limited infrastructure, economic instability, and reliance on foreign aid. Political instability and corruption have posed significant challenges. 34. Rwanda. Rwanda, often dubbed the "Land of a Thousand Hills," is a country that has risen from the ashes of tragedy to become a shining example of resilience and progress. The country's main industries include agriculture, tourism, and services, with a growing focus on technology and innovation. However, challenges such as limited natural resources and reliance on external aid remain hurdles to sustainable economic development. Rwanda has made significant progress in promoting political freedoms, human rights, and democratic governance. However, there are ongoing debates surrounding issues like press freedom and political dissent. 33 Lesotho. Now, despite being a small landlocked country completely surrounded by South Africa, Lesotho has managed to carve out its own economic path. The key economic indicators, like GDP, have shown steady growth, driven largely by industries such as textiles, agriculture, and mining. However, while overall crime rates are relatively low, there are still challenges, particularly in urban centers. Also, challenges like HIV, AIDS prevalence and limited access to clean water remain areas of concern. 32 Uganda. This East African gem boasts a vibrant economy, with agriculture being its backbone. Despite challenges like fluctuating global prices and climate change, Uganda has seen steady economic growth over the years. However, while crime rates are relatively low in rural areas, urban centers like Kampala may present some challenges. 31 Tanzania. With a GDP driven by agriculture, mining, and tourism, Tanzania has been making significant strides in recent years. From the fertile lands of the countryside to the sparkling shores of Zanzibar, Tanzania's economic diversity is a testament to its resilience. However, challenges such as poverty and income inequality persist. Tanzania is generally considered safe for travelers, with crime rates varying between urban and rural areas. 30 Zambia. Zambia's economy is driven by a mix of agriculture, mining, and services, with a focus on copper production. However, the country's heavy reliance on copper leaves its economy vulnerable to fluctuations in commodity prices, posing challenges for sustainable growth. Also, like many countries, Zambia grapples with crime rates that vary between urban and rural areas. 29 Benin. From the bustling markets of Cotonou to the fertile fields of rural Benin, the country's economy thrives on agriculture, particularly cotton production. However, like many nations, Benin faces hurdles such as limited infrastructure and unemployment, which can impede its economic growth. 28 Ethiopia. From the bustling markets of Addis Ababa to the thriving manufacturing sector, Ethiopia's economy has seen remarkable growth in recent years. Its diverse industries, including agriculture, textiles, and technology, have propelled it forward. However, challenges such as poverty, unemployment, and infrastructure gaps persist, and it still grapples with challenges such as petty crime and occasional civil unrest. 27 Guinea. Guinea boasts a diverse economy, with agriculture, mining, and manufacturing sectors driving its growth. The mining industry, particularly bauxite production, has been a significant contributor to the country's GDP. However, challenges such as corruption, infrastructure deficits, and political instability still exist. 26 Senegal. Senegal's economy is a mosaic of industries, with agriculture, fishing, tourism, and services playing key roles. The government's investments in infrastructure and efforts to diversify the economy have contributed to its growth. However, like many countries, Senegal faces hurdles such as unemployment, income inequality, and occasional civil unrest. Furthermore, Senegal has been hailed as a beacon of democracy in West Africa, with regular elections and a vibrant civil society. 25 Cameroon. Cameroon boasts a diverse economy, with sectors like agriculture, mining, manufacturing, and services driving growth. Its GDP growth has been commendable, fueled by investments in infrastructure and natural resource exploitation. However, like many developing nations, Cameroon grapples with issues such as unemployment, income inequality, petty crime, and occasional civil unrest. 24 Nigeria. Nigeria boasts the largest economy in Africa, driven by its rich oil reserves and diverse industries. Despite economic growth, issues such as corruption, infrastructural deficits, and over-reliance on oil revenue pose significant challenges. Besides, Nigeria has faced security challenges in recent years, particularly in the northeastern region. Moreover, Nigeria has a vibrant democracy, with regular elections and a lively media landscape. 23. Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe's economy has experienced highs and lows, with agriculture, mining, and tourism being key sectors. However, challenges like hyperinflation, currency instability, and unemployment. Furthermore, Zimbabwe has made progress in some areas of democratic governance, with regular elections and a relatively free media landscape. 22. Kenya. Kenya boasts a robust GDP fueled by a variety of sectors, including agriculture, tourism, and technology. However, challenges like unemployment, income inequality, and over-reliance on debt and crime rates, particularly in urban centers, continue to affect citizens' daily lives. Besides, Kenya has made significant progress in promoting political freedoms and protecting human rights, with regular elections and a vibrant civil society. 21. Ghana. Ghana boasts a growing GDP fueled by a variety of industries, including agriculture, mining, and services. However, challenges such as unemployment and income inequality persist, and while overall crime rates are relatively low compared to other countries in the region, issues like petty theft and occasional instances of violent crime still pose challenges. Notably, Ghana has a strong tradition of democracy, with regular elections and a vibrant civil society. 20. Mauritania. From the bustling markets of Nouakchott to the vast deserts of the Sahara, Mauritania's economic landscape is as diverse as its terrain. Mauritania's economy relies heavily on industries like mining, fishing, and agriculture. However, challenges such as poverty, unemployment, and income inequality persist, and while overall crime rates are relatively low compared to some neighboring countries, issues like petty theft and occasional instances of violence remain areas of concern. 19. Angola. From the oil-rich shores of Cabinda to the bustling markets of Luanda, Angola's economic landscape is as diverse as its people. Angola boasts a rich array of industries, with oil production leading the charge. Despite challenges such as fluctuations in oil prices and limited diversification, Angola has seen remarkable economic growth in recent years. However, issues like corruption and income inequality pose significant hurdles to sustainable development. 18. Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast, known for its cocoa production and bustling port cities, boasts a dynamic and growing economy. Ivory Coast's GDP has been steadily climbing, driven by thriving industries such as agriculture, mining, and manufacturing. The country's commitment to economic diversification has led to impressive growth rates, attracting investors, and fostering development. However, challenges like income inequality, over-reliance on agriculture, petty theft, and occasional unrest persist. 17. Republic of Congo. With vast natural resources at its disposal, the country has experienced periods of robust economic growth. However, challenges like over-reliance on oil revenue and infrastructure deficits pose significant hurdles to sustainable development. 16. São Tomé and Príncipe. Despite its small size, this island nation boasts a rich diversity of industries and economic indicators. Notably, São Tomé and Príncipe's economy relies heavily on agriculture, particularly cocoa production, which accounts for a significant portion of its GDP. Tourism also plays a growing role in driving economic growth by attracting visitors with its pristine beaches and lush rainforests. However, challenges such as limited infrastructure, vulnerability to external shocks, and petty theft and ensuring public safety remain ongoing. 15. Djibouti. Despite its small size, this nation serves as a crucial hub for global trade and commerce, thanks to its strategic location at the crossroads of Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. Djibouti boasts a bustling economy driven primarily by its strategic ports and shipping industry. Its GDP has been steadily growing in recent years, fueled by investments in infrastructure and trade facilitation. However, like any nation, Djibouti faces its fair share of economic challenges, including high unemployment rates and dependence on external aid. 14. Egypt. Egypt boasts a diverse economy, with key sectors including tourism, agriculture, manufacturing, and services. Its strategic location, coupled with a large domestic market, has fueled economic growth and attracted investment. However, challenges such as unemployment, inflation, and income inequality remain, requiring continuous efforts to address them. While urban areas may experience occasional crime, the overall crime rate is relatively low compared to some other countries in the region. 13. Morocco. Morocco boasts a diverse economy, with key sectors including agriculture, tourism, manufacturing, and services. Its strategic location at the crossroads of Africa, Europe, and the Middle East has fueled economic growth and attracted foreign investment. However, challenges such as unemployment, income inequality, and dependence on agriculture persist. But crime rates are relatively low compared to other countries in the region, contributing to a sense of security for both residents and visitors. 12. Eswatini. Eswatini's economy is diverse, with key sectors including agriculture, manufacturing, and services. While the country has experienced steady economic growth in recent years, challenges such as high unemployment rates and reliance on external aid persist. However, Eswatini boasts relatively low crime rates compared to other African nations, contributing to a sense of safety and security for residents and visitors alike. 11. Tunisia. Tunisia's economy is characterized by a diverse array of industries, including agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, and services. Despite facing challenges such as high unemployment rates and economic inequality, Tunisia has experienced notable economic growth over the years. However, persistent challenges like bureaucracy and corruption continue to hinder progress and economic development. 10. Cape Verde. Cape Verde's economy is anchored by a mix of industries, including tourism, fishing, agriculture, and services. Despite facing challenges such as geographic isolation and limited natural resources, the country has charted a course of steady economic growth. Success stories include advancements in tourism infrastructure and renewable energy initiatives. However, reliance on imported goods and vulnerability to external shocks pose ongoing challenges. But Cape Verde has earned recognition for its political stability, commitment to democracy, and respect for human rights. 9. Namibia. Namibia boasts a diverse economy with key sectors including mining, agriculture, tourism, and manufacturing. With a GDP per capita that places it among the upper middle-income countries in Africa, Namibia has seen notable economic growth in recent years. However, challenges such as high unemployment rates and income inequality persist, highlighting the need for continued efforts to promote inclusive growth and economic diversification. 8. Algeria. Algeria boasts a robust economy, largely driven by its oil and gas sector, which accounts for a significant portion of the country's GDP. Over the years, Algeria has experienced both periods of economic growth and challenges, including fluctuations in oil prices and efforts to diversify its economy beyond hydrocarbons. While the nation has seen success stories in infrastructure development and industrial expansion, it also faces the ongoing task of addressing unemployment and fostering sustainable growth. 7. Libya. Libya's economy has been heavily reliant on its oil reserves, which have historically been a key driver of its GDP. However, despite abundant natural resources, the country has faced challenges due to political instability and conflict, leading to fluctuations in economic growth. For instance, safety and security in Libya have been major concerns, particularly in urban areas affected by conflict and instability. 6. South Africa. South Africa boasts the most developed economy in Africa, with a diverse range of industries driving its GDP. From mining and agriculture to finance and tourism, the country has seen remarkable growth over the years. However, persistent challenges such as inequality, unemployment, and slow economic growth exist. Also, safety and crime rates in South Africa have been a matter of concern. Notably, South Africa has made significant strides towards democracy since the end of apartheid. However, challenges such as corruption, media censorship, and political polarization continue to test the country's democratic institutions. 5. Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea is one of Africa's smallest countries, but it punches above its weight economically thanks to its vast oil reserves. However, despite its oil wealth, Equatorial Guinea faces challenges such as wealth inequality and economic diversification. Besides, Equatorial Guinea has faced criticism for its record on political freedoms and human rights, with concerns raised about restrictions on freedom of speech and press. For Botswana. Botswana, known for its stable economy, has been hailed as one of Africa's success stories. With a robust GDP driven by diamond mining, tourism, and agriculture, however, like any nation, it faces challenges such as unemployment and income inequality. Notably, Botswana is widely regarded as one of Africa's safest countries, boasting low crime rates in both urban centers and rural communities. Besides, Botswana is often hailed as one of Africa's most democratic nations, with a strong tradition of political stability, free elections, and respect for human rights. 3. Gabon. Gabon, endowed with abundant natural resources, boasts a diverse economy driven primarily by oil, mining, forestry, and agriculture. With a solid GDP and strategic investments, Gabon has made strides in economic development. However, challenges such as over-reliance on oil revenue and wealth inequality persist. Notably, Gabon maintains a relatively safe environment, with low crime rates reported in both urban centers and rural communities. 2. Mauritius. Mauritius, a shining star in the Indian Ocean, boasts a robust and diversified economy driven by sectors like tourism, manufacturing, financial services, and agriculture. With a steadily growing GDP and strategic investments, Mauritius has become a beacon of economic success in Africa. However, challenges such as income inequality and reliance on external markets remain on the horizon. Generally, Mauritius maintains a relatively safe environment, with low crime rates reported in both urban centers and rural regions. Besides, Mauritius upholds strong political freedoms and democratic principles, with free and fair elections, independent media, and an active civil society. 1. Seychelles. Seychelles boasts a flourishing economy driven primarily by tourism, fisheries, and offshore financial services. With its breathtaking natural beauty attracting visitors from around the globe, the Seychelles has successfully leveraged its tourism sector to fuel economic growth and development. However, like many island nations, the Seychelles faces challenges such as dependence on imports and vulnerability to external shocks. Notably, the Seychelles maintains a relatively safe environment, with low crime rates reported in both urban centers and rural communities. Besides, the Seychelles uphold strong political freedoms and democratic principles, with regular elections, independent media, and active civil society participation. There you have it. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening journey, and I encourage you to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more. Bye.